What's up guys, it's Mike Seuss, and today I have some useful information that can help you figure out which Model Y you should buy. Let's talk about all the differences between the Model Y trims and things to consider when making your decision. You ready? Let's go. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna get out of the way is the pricing for all Model Y models. Rebates and tax credits may be available in some states. However, for this video, I'm only gonna mention the full purchase price. Also, Tesla has been known to quietly change their pricing models. Therefore, the pricing I mentioned will only be current as the time this video is released. First up, we have the long-range model, which features dual motors and longer range and will cost you $58,990. And the performance model for the driving enthusiasts will cost you $63,990. If you're looking to get into a Model 3 instead of a Model Y, you'll want to check out my Model 3 video on the same topic right here. So now that we understand the pricing for each model, let's talk about what's the same and what's different between all three models. Let's start with what's the same. First, most importantly, all three models have the same 5-star safety rating. If you don't know, Teslas are one of the safest vehicles in the entire world. Both Model Ys come with all-wheel drive, regenerative braking, and sport mode. In all Model Ys, you'll be getting the same interior, featuring a minimalistic design, panoramic sunroof, and vegan leather seats with fold flat rear seats. You can also upgrade both Model Ys to a third row seating for an additional $3,000. Floor mats, ambient lighting, powered and heated front and rear seats, power windows, and power mirrors are also standard on all three models, as well as fog lights and a heating steering wheel. In all three models, you also get a 15-inch infotainment system with 1 year of premium connectivity and the ability to receive software updates. They all come with a 14-speaker premium audio system, and also included is wireless charging for 2 devices. Every version of the Model Y includes basic autopilot with the ability to upgrade to full self-driving with an additional cost of $10,000. I also want to mention that both Model Ys have the option to add a tow hitch for an additional $1,000. And lastly, all Model Ys come with the standard home charger. If you guys want in-depth details about all these cool features and see them in action, check out my video on the 50 reasons why I bought my Tesla right here. So now that we know what's the same about all three models, let's talk about the actual differences between them. Spoiler, it's a lot. In the long-range Model Y, you get dual motors with rear-wheel drive, capable of putting out 318 miles of range with a 0 to 60 acceleration in 4.8 seconds and a top speed of 135 miles per hour. I do want to mention that you have the ability to add an acceleration boost to the long-range model for $2,000, which will get you a 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds. Before we get into the pros and cons though, I just want to mention that the things I mentioned above, like floor mats, ambient lighting, fog lights, or other useful accessories, can also be purchased aftermarket, which can let you add missing or additional features to any Tesla. You can check out the best accessories for your Tesla at my website, accessoriesfortesla.com, which also features cool Tesla apparel and useful Tesla news and updates. Okay, so my pros for the standard Model Y is it has the longest amount of range out of all the Model Ys, and I think this version is the absolute best value considering the price and the features. There's nothing I can really think of at the moment for cons, but I'm curious what your pros and cons are. If you have any, let's hear it in the comments below. Now, let's talk about the big boy, the Model Y Performance. In the Model Y Performance, you have a higher output dual motors with all-wheel drive capable of putting out 303 miles of range with a 0 to 60 acceleration in 3.5 seconds and a top speed of 155 miles per hour. The Performance model comes with everything included in the long-range model with the addition of better brakes by Brembo, bigger discs, and red calipers, track mode, a lowered suspension for better handling, aluminum pedals, a rear carbon fiber spoiler, 21-inch lightweight aluminum Uber turbine wheels, and Pirelli P0 tires. My pros for the Performance model are, you get much better handling and brakes, which can help keep you safer in certain conditions. It's an extremely fun car to drive, and I think it's the best looking Model Y out of all the Model Ys. My cons are, it's the most expensive option and has a higher insurance cost due to it being a performance vehicle. It's also more expensive to change the tires, and because of the lower suspension and low profile tires, you get a slightly rougher ride. Before we move on, I just want to mention that a lot of people say the extra features of the performance model doesn't justify its $8,000 price increase, and it's better to buy the long range and add these features yourself if you want them. However, if you add up all the additional features, like the Brembo brake kit, the 21-inch aluminum wheels, Pirelli run flat tires, lowered suspension, carbon fiber spoiler, and then add the acceleration boost upgrade for $2,000, you'll run into the reality that together it's actually worth over $9,000, and that's without the cost of proper installation, and still won't be as fast as the performance model. So, which model is for you? Now that we discussed all the differences between the models and their pros and cons, let's summarize which model I think is right for you. I would suggest the long-range model for drivers who live in colder climates, travels long commutes, and wants a great driving experience with lots of features and the most bang for their buck. The performance model is definitely for the driving enthusiast who wants the best driving experience with the performance of a sports car while also getting all the bells and whistles and enough range for long commutes. Even though these are my own personal thoughts, it's best to use all of this information to decide what's best for you in your own situation. However, I do want you to remember there are some things to definitely keep in mind about range. As I said before, range is king, and you'll want to calculate the amount of miles you will and may need to drive each day, as well as your charging situation. Will you be using the included charger, which only gets you about 2 to 3 miles per hour, or an upgraded charger that can get you 44 miles per hour so you don't have to worry about the range needed for the next day? Do you live in the colder climate, which will negatively affect the range? And also, of course, you need to keep in mind your budget and if you will lease or finance your vehicle and the insurance cost. It's a lot to take in, but I hope this video was informative and helps you make a good decision when buying your first Tesla Model Y. Teslas are the cars of the future, and no matter which one you decide to go with, you'll be getting one of the best and safest cars in the entire world, packed with features and technology that no other automaker currently offers to give you an out-of-this-world experience, and is pretty much guaranteed to put a smile on your face. If you enjoyed and found value in this content, make sure to subscribe and like this video, as I always provide helpful information for current and new Tesla owners. Liking and sharing my videos helps to get my content in front of more viewers who may find it useful, and also supports me as a creator. Until next time, guys, peace out.